Presented by Chevrolet.
Welcome back to Rome. My guest tonight is in his fourth year in the NBA, all at Golden State. His team is in the midst of one of its best starts ever, and he currently leads that team in points, assists, and steals. I'm joined by Golden State Warriors guard Stephen Curry. Stephen, nice to have you on. How are you?
I'm doing good, Joe. Sorry, thanks for having me.
It's good to have you. Thanks for doing it. All right, so Golden State had 4 straight losing years, but this year you guys are out quickly. You're 22-12. You're 5th overall in the West. What's been the biggest difference in this year's team compared to other Warriors teams that you've been on?
I think we have a more deep roster this year. You know, from top to bottom, we have guys that can rotate in and out and provide a lot of, good minutes for us. Defensively, we're a lot better team. I think our stats have, taken a drastic jump with how we've been able to guard, great talent in the league. And playing on the road, that's the only way that, that you're going to get wins is making sure your defense travels, because you never know how you're going to shoot on a particular night. So I think for the most part that's been our calling card is defensive rebounding, and we've made some drastic improvements in those areas.
All right, so it's good right now, but it's been a challenge the first couple of years. In fact, take me back. You get there and you're living the dream. I mean, you're in the association. This is what you put all the time in for. It's all great, but you get there and you're banged up. You've got the bad ankle, and the team's not playing very well. Early on, did the losing and the health issues start to kind of take a toll and start to beat you down a little bit?
For sure it did. For me personally, just, not being able to get a rhythm and a flow, especially the last year and a half, like you talked about with my ankle and having 2 surgeries, it tested my patience, a lot, being able, not knowing if I was going to be in the lineup of a particular night and having to worry about rehab and therapy. So, and the losing, having, sub 500 years, kind of being out of the conversation for playoffs kind of around this time each year. It was frustrating, but you had to keep your head down, just focus on trying to get better any way you can. And now that we have a solid team and have been playing well over this first part of the season, we're in good shape, and we're hopeful that we can continue that and bring our fans some excitement down the stretch.
You came through that second surgery in April really, really nicely, but if you go back to that time, you weren't really sure exactly what was going to happen going into the surgery. Does that start to kind of play on your mind, and do you start to think to yourself, hey, what if I'm never the guy that I could be because I just can't get right physically? Do you have those concerns?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's only natural that I have some doubts, some hesitations going into it, but I have a lot of faith and had some great advice and support going into that process. So just trusting the doctors that handle my surgery. Dr. Ferkel in LA, he did a great job of taking care of me, and our training staff here get me back to 100% was a total team effort. So I'm very fortunate to have gone through 2 surgeries and been able to bounce back pretty quickly, and I'm just thankful for everybody that was involved, and now we're just worried about basketball.
All right, so there you are. You're worrying about basketball. You're playing your best basketball to date. Tell me about that first half. I mean, the fact that you're having this kind of success, how much of that is about you finally being healthy and trusting the ankle, and how much of that is about the team making that trade involving Monte Ellis and you getting a heavier load and more responsibility?
Well, regardless of what happens, if I'm not, 100% and not confident in what I can do on the floor with how I move and cuts I make and that kind of thing, I'm at a disadvantage already. So being 100%, knowing that my ankle is going to, stay strong throughout the course of the season, that's a big factor. Obviously, we did make that trade last year, bringing Andrew Bogut in, and Jared Jack, Carl Landry, guys over the summer that are vets that can really help this team. And Monte and myself in the backcourt, we were exciting brand of basketball, and it's tough to guard both of us at the same time. So tough to see him leave, but we have guys that have taken his place as best they can, and I think as a team we're a lot better, and I think our record shows that, and it's just exciting to be a part of it.
Yeah, Stephen, talk about what happened after that trade. I mean, he's gone, and they give you a new contract. At that point, did you think to yourself, all right, it's now my team. It's my time, it's my team, I'm the guy, I've got to take it to another level both on and off the floor?
Yeah, Coach gave me that confidence over the summer. Regardless of what happened with my contract and the extension that was going to happen, he put a lot of confidence and responsibility on me as a point guard to be one of the leaders and try to lead the charge as best I could. So going into the season, I knew that was going to be my job, and I had to step up and take that challenge. And, along with myself, David Lee, and Jared Jack, those guys who've been a big part of what we've been doing over the first part of the season. We try to be the voices and just waiting on Andrew to get back and for him to get healthy. So we're excited what we're doing. I'm like I said, with Coach backing me up and having faith that I could go out there and do what he wanted me to do, that was a big help.
It's hard to imagine, but Golden State has not had an All-Star since 1997. You've got numbers. You're having an All-Star caliber year. What would it mean to you, and then what would it mean to the fans for you to make it this year?
I mean, it means a lot. Obviously, being recognized as one of the best in your position is a great honor. Every guy puts in a lot of time and effort into preparing themselves for a season and getting ready to go through the ups and downs and the grind of an NBA season. So to have success personally, but more importantly, our team is in a place where numbers mean something and we have wins to back it up. It would mean a lot, and obviously for our fans who stay loyal, we have one of the best fan bases in the league, considering how underachieving our organization has been over the past recent history. So for them to have a winning team and somebody represented on All-Star Weekend on the big stage, that would be a huge honor.
Well, no one's underachieving now. 10 games over 500, 5th overall in the West. Stephen, good to have you on. Appreciate the visit. Nice job. Good luck. We'll do it again soon.
I appreciate it, Joe.
Great talking to you. Thank you.